I genuinely feel like Tyler, the Creator, is one of the greatest world builders in the last 15 years in hip hop. That's easy, but you could probably put him up even higher depending on your taste for Tyler, the Creator's music.
Don't Tap the Glass is a very eccentric body of work. It's GNX meets 24K Magic by Bruno Mars. It's a very acquired taste.
The collection of songs, the texture of the music, the everything that went into the project, what Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs did collectively, I thought was actually better. It was a better packaged product to me than Clips.
He did a UK accent. Other girls come down, but which one? Well, actually, I don't even know what accent that is.
Yo, he got so many accents, you don't even know which one it is. You just labeling it all incorrect. Yo, that's his. No, excuse me. That's the Turks and Caicos accent. That's what that is.
Seriously, which accent is it?
Yo.
We got Illinois Wise Guys.
Check out the full podcast. Link below.
Yo. We are the Levi's Wise Guys. It's your boy Che. I got my boy
QDC for Sheezy. It's way too easy. Representing RGMA. Oh, you know what? This is look what it says on the back. Look what it says on the back. Hold on one second.
Back of what?
Don't look at my booty.
Hey, pause. Wait. Turn a little bit more. Oh, ratings game. Oh, wait. You got a partnership with Chicago Cubs that I don't know about? Wait, what?
Not. I don't. Oh, they're Chicago Cubs. I thought it was representing something else.
They will be subpoenaing you very soon. Anyway, welcome back to the Ill-Advised Wise Guys podcast. Shout out to the gang. We appreciate y'all for joining us. If you're new here, stay a while. And if you've been there before, stay even longer. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Shout out to everybody who checked out our last episode. We got into a lot of really dope combos about the Clips and Nas and more. We also got into a really interesting N-word discussion, which, if y'all want to be triggered, go watch that. I thought it was a real productive combo, though. But on this episode, we got more stuff to get at, and we going to give you guys that list in a few. But first, Q, how you feeling, brother?
Yo, brother, I feel good. I feel refreshed.
How you feeling, brother?
I don't know if I ever told y'all. I moved out west. I needed to get closer to Kawhi Leonard's freaking knee. Whoever takes care of his knee.
Wait, you trying to get closer to his knee is crazy. Hey, I need to move closer to Kawhi Leonard's knee.
Who takes care of his knee? Like, I need to get closer to that. But no. I'm out here in the West, man. It feels good. It's breezy. The weather, there's no bugs out here. No mosquito. I don't see mosquito. So yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm feeling good, man. And it's Saturday. It's
That's
early.
Good.
It
is. It is.
I did eat some lasagna.
Listen, I was gonna say for us on the East Coast, I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. It's we already in we afternoon, my boy. Like
the hell you talking about? You
catch up? Hey, catch up.
Are you even in America? It says Bora Bora.
No, I'm recording from Mars. Any other questions? I'm on another planet, my boy. What the hell are you talking about?
There's a Bora Bora in Mars.
You damn Skippy, man.
This guy.
You damn Skippy, man. Hey, brother. Guy. Hey, sorry. Side note. You ever heard of you know Neon, the streamer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that got cussed out.
You ever heard him? Exactly. You ever heard him say every time you're talking to black people, he'd be like, "Hey, man. Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, brother. Hey, stop playing, brother." You ever seen that?
No, I've not seen that.
Yo, I'm like, bro, this shit is kind of cringy, but
it's cringy, right? Yeah, that's cringy.
It's super cringy, man. Anyway, man, let's get to it, man. I'm feeling good too, by the way, man. I feel like we're going to have some very, very dope conversations on this episode, as we always do. But on this episode, we're going to get into Drizzy Drake. He dropped a couple new singles. He's scheduled to drop a new album at some point soon called Iceman. Iceman. And he's been moving very strategic. I got to give the boy some credit. He's been moving in ways that I really enjoy, and we're going to talk about those songs, how he's been moving, maybe what to expect from the new album. We're going to get into that discussion. Also, we're going to talk about what is your album of the year so far? You know, there's been a lot of albums that's dropped. We got the new Freddie Gibbs. We got Clips. We got a nice little list that we're debating, and we're going to get into what are some of the best albums that's dropped this year. And then also maybe what are some of the worst too, because there's been some people who've been dropping duds. Duds. Yeah, man. Spoiler alert, Lil Wayne's on that list. With Carter 6. He's on that list, yo. But first, we got to talk about Tyler, the Creator.
Wait, are you going to do
Tyler-
announcements? You just completely forgot announcements. You completely forgot talking about the charges you're facing. Like,
holy,
like, you just jumped
man,
right
F those
in,
announcements.
which I'm cool with.
F those announcements, man. F those announcements. I actually forgot, but F them announcements. Let's do it at the end. Come on, man.
Okay, at the end. All right.
Let's give it to him at the end, man.
Maybe we can tie into these topics.
Okay, all right. I'm cool with that. But no, as I was saying, Tyler, the Creator, dropped a new album called Don't Tap the Glass. It was a nice little surprise drop. He gave us like a couple days in advance. He put out a post on Twitter saying July 21st. Nobody really knew what to expect, but we knew something was coming. We got a 10-song project, and I would argue there's mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. But first, Q, man, talk to me. What you think about the project? What do you think about how Tyler's moving? Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
What did I think about Don't Tap the Glass? Well, when it comes to pretty much giving people albums with, what do you call it? Albums with themes. Tyler might be the GOAT at this. Albums with themes. So, you know, with Chromacopia, I don't even know what the hell that theme was weird. That was a weird one. It was like something about he had a baby mama or something like that. Weird theme, but you know, it was a theme nonetheless. You know, Flower Boy had a theme, a lot of vulnerability, a lot of sappiness. And then the one with DJ Drama, what was it called? I can't remember what was the title.
Call Me When I Get Lost.
My favorite. Call Me When You Get Lost. That had a theme too. So
no, excuse me. Call Me If You Get Lost. I think that's the name. Call Me. Yeah.
So I thought that, you know, at least whether you like the album or not, it has a theme. It falls in line with what Tyler, the Creator, has been doing. Now, what I will say, I mean, Tyler, the Creator, is not going to like anything we say because Tyler, the Creator, is known for not liking podcast people. So he's not going to like anything that we say right now. But one thing I will say that was kind of weird about the rollout was that seemed like he kept trying to cop pleas for this particular theme that he was trying to come out with, right? He kept copping pleas. He was starting off by saying, listen, guys, do not take this album serious. It's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, then don't listen to the album. He sent that out a couple times. You know, he started retweeting, bad reviews that people gave of the album. And he said, see, this is exactly why, I want you to not take the album seriously. One thing about an artist, or one thing about human beings in general, whenever you do something in the form of art or your opinion, don't ever preface your comments by saying, wait, don't take it too seriously. Or, this is your art, bro. Like, if you believe in it, put it out there. Like, there's no reason for you to preface your comments. But that being said, I understand why he said that. Don't Tap the Glass is a very, very eccentric body of work. It's for like B-boys. It's like dance music, borderline. It's the best way I put it was it's GNX meets 24K Magic by Bruno Mars. It's a very eclectic, very acquired taste, which I love to say about albums. Not a lot of people say that about albums. I'm a big beer drinker. They always say beer is an acquired taste, so I apply that to albums. It's a very acquired taste album. I don't know what it's supposed to mean in the grand scheme of his catalog, but to me, it's Tyler letting loose, just giving you a little something for fun, just for play, like Martin used to say. And I thought he accomplished that. So for all the people that may have taken it too seriously, which I don't think it was supposed to be taken seriously, I think that's obvious. I mean, look at the damn artwork for the album. Like, it was not supposed to be taken as serious as people took it. For what it was trying to accomplish, I thought it accomplished it. But like I said, before you go, I just want to reiterate. I don't think it should be taken seriously, but I don't need Tyler, the Creator, to tell us not to take it seriously. That's important to me.
Well said. Well said. Well said. You know what though? I gotta preface everything that I'm about to say by saying, yo, I think the album it's okay. I think it's okay. And I what you said to start is something that I've been quietly appreciating about Tyler, because I haven't been overly vocal, but not because I'm hating or anything. It's just more, I've been admiring the way this guy creates themes for albums. And, I learned a phrase recently. It's called world building. There's this phrase called world building in music where artists will create, this experience, right? Whether it's like from the artistry to the music video, they immerse themselves in this world and they take fans on a ride with it. I genuinely feel like Tyler, the Creator, is one of the greatest world builders in the last 15 years in hip hop. That's easy, but you could probably put him up even higher depending on your taste for Tyler, the Creator's music. But, and of course, if you want some other examples of world builders, think of people like Kanye West, right? Every project, he comes with a different, I'm talking about the heyday of Kanye, not nowadays. This guy is on some Hitler stuff. We talking about all the other stuff that Kanye was into, whether we talk about College Dropout, There we go. Yes. Innocent Kanye was on the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808 and Heartbreaks, right? Every album he gave you a different theme. You could argue people like The Weeknd also do it. Y'all get what I mean by world builders. I think Tyler's in that boat. So I give him a lot of credit because I think that's really hard to pull off. And there's something about packaging music that just automatically makes it understandable, even if you don't love the music. So shout out to Tyler for that. Now, with that being said, I feel like you did a lot of cop and please, man. I think you spent a lot of time addressing the people who didn't like the project. I didn't hear enough about like the songs on it that you like. Like, what was the standouts? And maybe we can go back and forth on that, possibly. But there were some good songs on here, in my opinion. I mean, Sucker Free.
I'm glad you said that because I want to say I liked the album. I liked it.
Okay.
I graded it like 80 something. 83. And I want to point out, I know you don't like this. I already told you what Tyler doesn't like. Now I'm going to say what you don't like. The critics gave it generally a good score. Like, I think Anthony Fantano, that guy, he gave it an 80. He gave it an 8. Sorry. Strong 8, right? So
I saw that. Yeah.
Generally, the critics this is one of those. That's Tyler, the Creator, at his finest. Like, a lot of the people in the masses don't like his music, but then critics they rave about his music. Same thing with Earl Sweatshirt. They're all in the same boat. Earl Sweatshirt and is like, oh my God, Earl Sweatshirt's album is unbelievable. And I'm like, yeah. But you see, critics love
I'm glad you brought that up. And by the way, like, I'm a Tyler fan, right? I'm not somebody who hates on Tyler. I like Tyler's music, right? Typically. So you talking about critics, 80 that's a good score, right? It's a good score. I mean, if I gave my score, I'd probably give it about 6.5. Like, it's not great. Like, I wouldn't, this is not like a 7 or 8 project in my opinion. And so, yeah, it's interesting because, like I mentioned before, man, Sucker Free, I really like that song. I liked Stop Playing With Me. I enjoyed that. Very fun record. Like it's cool, silly. Tyler is in his bag when he's carefree. I thought, like, on Chromacopia, of course, he gets into more serious topics, like you were talking about earlier, abortion. There's a bunch of stuff, dark topics he got into. But to me, I think Tyler shines when he's just, bro, he's having fun, man. Like, it's infectious. So Stop Playing With Me was in that realm. And then I like Don't Tap the Glass. slash tweaking. That was pretty decent. But I also like the outro. Tell him what it is. Like, I like that. I like Tyler's aesthetic on what he brought to the table, man. But I just be having certain gripes with Tyler's music, man. And it's just the lack of singing ability. Like, I get it. I know what he's going for. I think they intentionally are trying to make the music sound rough and raw, right? It's not supposed to sound polished. But it's like, bro, come on, give me some decent vocals along the way. It be throwing me off. They be making the songs not as good as it could be, in my personal opinion. So anyway, like I said, man, this is about a six and a half project to me. But you brought up something about what I don't like, and you're right. And maybe we can go back and forth on this as far as like a discussion, because, bro, Tyler be complaining a lot. He does. And you're 100% right about artists trying to explain their art before people listen to it, or in the midst of people listening to it. They're trying to over explain. And I remember Eminem did this a few years ago on his last project, where he's beating people to the punch. I think when they saw the art, the track list, they're trying to tell fans how to receive the music. I don't think that's ever a good idea. I just don't. Like, I just feel like you're almost cop and please, expecting people to not like it, right? And so you're trying to beat them to the punch. That's almost how it comes across to me. I mean, what do you think?
It means
you agree?
Care. It means, that's the good thing. It means Tyler cares. So
yeah.
Another thing is, like, he says about the podcast, I wish I could take him away. I think he cares a lot about what we think of him and the music that he brings out. He's trying to portray this guy that doesn't care, but I know he does care. Another person is Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty seems to always say something about critics. He cares, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But at the end of the day, people are going to critique your music, and people are going to digest it how they feel like digesting it. If they don't think it's good enough, you should be happy that they even care to critique it. You know what I mean? As an artist, in my opinion. So, is he wrong?
I like that.
I mean, no, he's not. He's not. What he did, I get it, but I just wouldn't do that. It's your art. If you like the music, it's good. I mean, could you imagine if Drake was telling us what Honestly Nevermind was before we listened to it? Like, Drake was like, don't take it too seriously, and then you listen to the music and you're like, so. But, I mean, it's a good album. I think it kind of follows in the trend, and I'll switch to the next topic after this. It follows in the trend of artists letting loose. Lizzo did it. My face hurts from smiling. Lizzo's another person that doesn't like critics. Justin Bieber did it with Swag. I thought that was an album where Swag. It's not the Justin Bieber that you care for per se, or you've grown to love. It's a very carefree Justin Bieber. And you said you really liked the album, right? So
love that album.
Don't Tap the Glass kind of falls in line with that. And I'm loving this trend. This is a trend. I don't think people realize it. A trend of artists just saying, screw the commercial, screw everything. I'm just going to do what I care and what I like. So, but I will say this. Don't Tap the Glass probably isn't, according to you, probably to me, the album of the year. However, we got a list of albums that we think could be album of the year. So let's get to the next topic. You know what? I can argue. I love saying this. Don't you just love saying this? I can argue, right? It's after you say I can argue something, you can say whatever the hell you want. I can argue.
That's the fun part. Ain't that fun?
It's so fun, dog. It's like,
you can just say bullshit. You can say some outlandish stuff because it triggers people all the time.
Somebody gave you a credit card.
You could argue.
I can argue.
Exactly.
I can argue, right? Hip hop in the last 2 weeks, let's say 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, has seen the greatest run we've ever seen in hip hop. Hip hop in the last 2 weeks, right? One of the best runs. I can argue, right? I know you're making that face.
I think
Right?
I think you're arguing with yourself. You're the only one arguing that, man. Yeah, you're on your own with that. Let me hear the argument though. Let me hear it though. I'll give you that.
Stupid.
Let me hear it.
First
I will.
Clips came out with "Let God Sort 'Em Out." Let God sort 'em out. But I'll talk about that later. There's a point I want to make about "Let God Sort 'Em Out." But
Okay.
that came out. Then Jack Boys came out, I think that Saturday. And then you got Tyler the Creator came out, right? And then Drake in the midst of that had What Did I Miss? And you had a bunch of albums being anticipated to coming out, like JID is starting to sneak in, Joey Badass. Like this is, when it comes to hip hop, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2, like you're getting like some of the best hip hop albums we ever seen or heard in like 2 weeks span. This will go down as like this month will go down as one of the greatest months in hip hop. How about that? We can argue that this is one of the greatest months in hip hop.
Hey, don't flip the argument. Don't change your argument, my boy.
Hey, you. My favorite was Kanye West. Remember when Kanye West had like back-to-back weeks where he was producing people's albums like Tiana Taylor, Nas,
that was special.
Pusha T.
Daytona.
That might be my
whole
favorite moment in hip hop. That run was amazing.
And it was just one thing to add on that. There was that they had a particular goal where every project was 7 to 8
like
songs. Remember, it was
tracks.
like I love that, bro.
Oh, it was
man.
so good. That moment in hip hop was great. But a couple of album of the years came out in my opinion, a couple of album of the year nominees came out, in my opinion. And just to add on to a couple other ones that came out earlier on. So I'm going to go through a few albums on this list that I think I have as album of the year. We can just, talk about it a little bit. Tell me if you think it's the album of the year. Just give your little opinion. So it's an exclusive list. The first album is Central C, Can't Rush Greatness. I believe that album came out in January. I did not do a review of the album, so I did not get a chance to hear the album as much, but you did. You're the one that put this on the list. I didn't put this on the list. He put this on the list. What?
Hey,
you really think Cinch can win album of the year?
Thank you for giving me my full credit. So when the people say, yo, he's right, and they're going to be like, is this guy stupid? Talking about you, I'm going to appreciate that. Yeah, you damn right. I believe Central C should be in this damn conversation, man. Don't mind the UK accent, Don't mind the fact that he, some people might be racist and think light-skinned people can't rap, okay? Like, Cinch was in his bag on this album, man. He was in his bag. Like, I thought he came with the bangers. He came with the songs. He had, collaboration with Lil Durk, where he was making actual, songs that I think was different from what people kind of know him for. And yeah, man, it was a complete project, bro. Complete project. If you have not heard Can't Rush Greatness, you have to listen. I promise you.
You know what?
Really good.
Let's have a little fun with this. For each album, we're going to go back and forth.
Okay.
State your case, right? State your case as if you're like a lawyer for the album. State your case why this album should have, be the best album of the year or be crowned as the album of the year. So you said Cinch. Okay. We'll see what the people says about Cinch. All right. Drake and Party Next Door, Some Sexy Songs for You. Which, see, you people. I'm talking about you people. Particularly the blacks. you people. When the album came out, blacks. Right? Yo. When the album came out, I just heard, it's not that good. Oh, the singing is not on that. Oh, this, that. I just read a stat. Some Sexy Songs for You is still dominating the charts month later, like in terms of selling albums. It's a pretty high selling album. I think you can't argue it produced two of the best songs of the year in Nokia and Somebody Who Loves Me or whatever, Somebody That Loves Me. I think that song's amazing. But the idea of the album, flawless. The artwork attached to the album, absolutely flawless. Yeah, the singing wasn't flawless, but the singing was pretty good. And I just think overall, it's a vibe. It's creative. I think it's an album of the year nominee.
Can I add to this? Remember, we're on the same law firm with this one. So we doing a 2-man. Okay. We tag teaming. We trying to get some sexy song for you out of jail. So, Your Honor, I have more to say, brother. Let's not forget that in addition to everything that you mentioned, the perception around the album, right? It forced people to say, I'm not listening to Drake, right? So think about like the hurdle, even before people listen to the music, right? Think about the mental hurdle that was in front of people anticipating new Drake music after he got into a heated battle with Kendrick Lamar. So he was going up against that too. And remember, I said early on, man, I should be Drake's on his legal team. I said early on, I said in the grand scheme of things, when it's all, this is word for word what I said. I said, unlike For All the Dogs, Some Sexy Songs for You is going to age like fine wine. The music is quality. The artwork is quality. You and I came in here on this podcast. We praised him for the artwork, even though he stole it from, who was it, Freddie Gibbs or somebody?
Freddie Gibbs, stole the dollar sign thing from.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
The artwork
he actually stole the
artwork
was stolen from somebody else too. God damn. Anyway, but that wasn't proven. Okay, but no. Yeah, man, we were here early with it, man. I'm telling you, the music on that is really good. Y'all can say whatever you want about Drake singing. He's been doing the same singing all throughout these years. People weren't complaining about it, but the fact of the matter is the album has a lot of hits and just a lot of collection of really good music, bro. I can go down the list deeper, but I don't want to spend too much time. I'll stop it at that, bro. Some Sexy Songs for You definitely deserves a nod.
Okay.
100%.
Playboi Carti music. I thought Playboi Carti music, if you want to talk about most entertaining album of the year, like, I mean, I thought it lived up to the hype. Do you think it lived up to the hype? I think it lived up to the hype.
Of course it did.
Music. I thought the features were great. Kendrick Lamar was great on there. Like it was like 30 songs, right? And it kind of reminded me, remember when Chris Brown dropped that one album that had like 900 songs on there? And like you're listening to the songs and you're like, yo, dog, that's a bop. That's a bop. That's a bop.
You talking about Heartbreak on a Full Moon. Heartbreak on a Full Moon. Yeah.
It has like 70 songs. And you listen to it and you're like, yo, dog, like they're all good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
Some are great, but like every song was a vibe, was a bop. Like, oh, like, yo, they're all good. Like this is impressive. It
really is.
Being enjoyable, it was impressive. But anyway, I feel like Playboi Carti music was like that. It had like, I don't know how many songs, 30 songs? And you just listen to it and you're like, yo, dog, like that song is good. This song is good. You know an album's good when, you know, every time you listen to it, you find another song that you like. Like my top 5 songs that I listened to when it first came out is different from my top 5 songs now.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good album. I mean, you know, it's weird at times, but he delivered. And I think if you want to put somebody as an album of the year, if you want to crown them as album of the year, you have to look at if they met expectations. And I feel like he met expectations. That's a very important aspect here. So yeah, nominee for sure.
I like that. I will say this. Playboi Carti would not be my album of the year, but he definitely deserves to be in contention for all the reasons you just mentioned. I 100% agree with that. And then you got to add the fact that I actually thought it exceeded expectations. It didn't meet them. It actually exceeded, and expectations was pretty high. I mean, this was an album that was speculated to come out for a few years. It kind of reminds me of A$AP Rocky's "Don't Be Dumb," like this album that's been talked about for multiple years, and people are like, "Yo, is it coming out now? Nope, it's delayed. Oh, is it coming out now? Nope, it's delayed."
Or Detox by Dr. Dre.
That's a fact. See.
It used to be a flex. People was like, yo, hey, man, I'm on Detox. Yeah, it never came out.
Exactly. 100%. And yeah, man, I thought the music was dope. And you know what song that I really started liking, to your point about joints that you started liking after it came out? Bro, like Wheezy. Oh boy.
I like that.
That's my joint, bro. That's the number one song I play from that album these days. It's Like Wheezy, I promise you. That shit is hard. That joint. It's hard. Yeah.
And when I first listened to it, I was like, oh, this is about the 15th best song on the album. And that's not even saying it's the worst. It was just like there's 30 songs on the album. And it was just like there were so many that I had ahead. But yeah, man, like that's an album that aged well. Very well. Clips. How you feel about Clips? Let God sort them out.
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
A whole section of an episode, last episode, dedicated to it.
We did. Now, I will say, in fairness to us, we had that discussion pre-album dropping, right? We were talking about, just some of the, at that time, 2 of the singles had dropped. It was Ace Trumpets and So Be It. So we were going into the album really anticipating it. But man, since it's dropped, I've loved everything about the album. Music wise, rapping wise, I'm starting to hear, bro, an album's good when I'm going back and I'm hearing songs for the 13th time and I'm picking up on metaphors that I missed. Like, I'm like, oh snap, that's what he was saying. But yeah, man, like FICO, absolutely love FICO. It's one of my standouts. Love what Stove God Cooks did on the hook. POV, of course. POVE. Come on, man. Like, what else? Of course, the intro is amazing, riveting. That intro is absolutely riveting, bro.
So Be It part 1, not part 2. So Be It part 1. I don't know why they did that. So Be It part 1. So Be It part 2. I was like, yo. Mid-listen, I was like, yo, this is not awful, how So Be It sounded. But
I noticed that off rip, and I was not feeling it at all. But no, the Clips absolutely deserve to be an album of the year contention, not only for the quality in music, right? But also just the impact. Brother, this is easily the most impactful album that has dropped this year. Now, you can argue, is it the best? Should it be number 1? I believe this album, Let God Sort Them Out, is the most impactful album that has dropped. Now, I remember on the last episode, we argued, well, you made the point, man, what does impact even mean? Well, what does impact mean? That's a good question. Well, for me, in this case, I judge impact by, does it make people stop and ponder? Like, damn, what was that? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, not to be a creep, but come on, think about it. Like, you know how like we go out back in the day, you see a nice young lady that walk by you and everybody's head turns like, God damn, like what is that? That's impact, my brother. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't define it. You can't justify it. It don't make sense. It's actually a really good one. It's very good. But no, y'all feel me on that. The point is, impact, it makes people stop and stare. It makes people take a pause. It makes people, really ponder what the hell they just experienced. And I think that's exactly what this Clips album did. You shitting on the analogy, but it's a really good one. It's a really good analogy, but I digress. You understand the point, do you not? That's the part that matters.
I don't know if that's impact. That's more.
100% is impact.
Drew my attention, caught my attention, right? So you saying,
but based on what?
Caught my attention, based on whatever that person was walking with, whatever was back there. But
not too much. Not too much on the girl. Not too much on the girl. It's about what the actual. It's about what you took away from the analogy, my boy. Caught your attention. That's all I'm pointing to. And that Clips project that is the number 1 album that caught the attention of me this year. 100%. So far.
I'm gonna course correct what you said by telling you why it's important, using the same word. What the Clips album did to me, it reset hip hop. It absolutely reset hip hop. People were, I feel like,
impact.
People haven't been focusing. It's been impactful. I just thought your analogy was bad, but it's been impactful.
Yeah, tomato.
Hip hop, right? I felt like it course corrected hip hop. Like people, as the years have gone by, this is a fact. This is a fact. As the years have gone by, I feel like bars have been less influential. Every year it's getting less and less influential in the music that we listen to. It's getting less and less emphasized and is focused on by the artist. Clips made it a mission that we are going to focus on bars. And they were going against some great beats by Pharrell. Great beats. And they made sure every bar, every line hit. Like the words were just poetic. The bars were just hitting, dog. Like, and then they got people that were, featured artists that were just as focused on the bars too, hitting. So it's just like a course correction hip hop album that I think made people say, yo, okay, people are still feeling hip hop. Like, Pharrell, it's not Pharrell, Pusha T said this about the Clips album. They were like, you guys came behind, I'm paraphrasing, but essentially Bieber outsold him. They came out the same week. Travis Scott came out the same week. And Pusha T had to remind people, dog, this album is like mainly about me talking about drug dealing, talking about hustling. This is a mafioso album. So the fact that we still sold like 115,000 in the first week, that's a win. This is a street album. What is the last like street boom bap hip hop type album that's come out? This is a street album. There is one that came out. There is one though that came out. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2 that came out.
Great transition.
I think it's actually between those two for album of the year. Freddie Gibbs and Clips.
You know what?
Who wins that? Who wins that?
You know what, man? That one's tough because I put it like this. I literally asked this exact question on Twitter, like, yo, which one of these albums between those two, Clips and also Freddie Good, which one is leading the pack for album of the year for you? Man, I was asking the question and I don't have an answer yet. It's one of those where I'm still processing how I feel. If you're asking me who will eventually win it, I think it'll be Clips, and it'll be because of that reset that you're talking about. It'll be because of that impact that I was talking about. But if you're asking based on the collection of songs, the texture of the music, the everything that went into the project, what Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs did collectively, I thought was actually better. It was a better packaged product to me than Clips. And so that's why it's tough for me. But no, this Gibbs project is really, really dope, man. Really, really dope, bro. I started playing the album and I couldn't get past the intro, dog. 1995, I ran back 4 times before I got to the next song. That's how much I was like, what did I just listen to? There's just the different elements in the production that was added. It was just an experience, And that's one thing that Freddie Gibbs does, I think, at the best in hip hop right now, is giving you that mafioso energy, right? Remember what Rick Ross used to do back in the day when he was at his heights and he was giving you those, bro, I'm a boss, I sat at tables with drug dealers, like I'm living this lavish life. That's kind of what Freddie Gibbs gives you, just to a lesser extent, because Freddie Gibbs also be keeping it real, talking about, yo, I ain't got it all. There was a line in particular that caught my eye where he said, man, I'm too cheap for a Bugatti, but I'm too gangster for a Tesla. I was like, okay. I see what he flexes, but he flexes, but he doesn't do it in a point that he overdoes it. And I like that about what Freddie does. So
he shows
there was a lot of songs though. Mar-a-Lago, Ensalada, bro. So many songs that are just really good. Even the Lemon Pepper Loafers.
That's a fire song. Ooh. Fire. Lemon Pepper.
Oh my
Loafers.
goodness.
Fire.
Just a lot of great music, bro.
Freddie Gibbs is an outstanding outstanding rapper. I think the one thing about Freddie Gibbs, listen, this is not a knock. This is just an observation because it doesn't bother me. But Freddie Gibbs, maybe his rap voice is not as appealing to people. Maybe that's why he's not looked at as commercial. Like Freddie Gibbs sounds like a crackhead. Like, you know what I'm saying? like he sounds like a recovering crackhead in terms of his like voice, the like deepness in his voice. Am I tripping? Am I saying something that's crazy? He sounds, and
bro, that is one of the most disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. I'm not
saying somebody sounds like a crackhead is crazy.
I'm not saying. I mean, he talks about drugs a lot. Maybe that's why.
Yo, when he sounds like a crackhead though, yo, come on, bro.
I mean,
but get your shit off. Get shit off.
But you know what I mean.
Get it off.
You know what I mean, right? I'm not saying it as an insult. I'm saying it more so. He has a very gritty gutter, like maybe crackhead is the wrong word to use. He has a very gritty gutter, dark, unpleasant voice to him, right? But his rapping is fantastic. His mechanics on point. And then what I love is it's inarguable to find somebody more comfortable in their skin than Freddie Gibbs, dog. Like a lot of these rappers say they're comfortable in their skin. I don't always believe it, right? Like there's some rappers talking that big talk, but like then, you know, you may be saying this stuff, but it doesn't feel fully organic. You know what I mean? Freddie Gibbs just talks like, dog, like throughout the album, you hear him taking shots at Benny the Butcher, like in ways that's just like petty. Like, He's freaking describing his lifestyle in ways that, like you said, is like partly imperfect and partly like luxurious. Like he's just so comfortable in his skin and he knows who he is. And there's one thing that I thought that was interesting about Freddie Gibbs, about this project with the Alchemist. He said he likes to link up with producers like the Alchemist and Madlib. And he brought up the Alchemist particularly. He said, what I like about the Alchemist is that he gives me the most challenging beats. So he said that, like, you know, pretty much if I know I'm going to do a project with The Alchemist, I'm going to be challenged by his beats. And that's a fact. The Alchemist beats, my God, they sound so damn elegant. They sound like they should be played in a freaking garden. And the fact that you're getting these gritty bars over these like garden-esque beats, man, it's a challenge. And like you said, Clips, when it comes to the reciting the culture thing, I agree. A lot of people are going to remember the Clips album for that. But I do think if there's one thing about Alfredo too that people should remember is that like Freddie Gibbs is doing some stuff that like is not normal. With the Alchemist.
Hey dog. One last thing, bro. Underrated about Freddie Gibbs. You started out by saying he can rap his ass off. Dog, underrated is his flow. Bro, the way he accelerates and decelerates with his flow, he be just gliding through these beats. Bro, very underrated. He's one of the best at flow. And he does it in a way that's just, it's I don't know. It just almost seems effortless, but I digress.
It is effortless for sure.
Dope project.
So I think you know, I was going to talk about some albums that were misses, but I do think we should probably move on. I don't know if that's
let's move on.
You want to do that? Yeah, you want to move on?
Let's move on, man. I don't care about that.
For the people, our 5 albums of the year so far nominees: Central C, Can't Rush Greatness; Some Sexy Love Songs by Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR; Music by Playboi Carti; Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips; and Alfredo 2 by Freddie Gibbs. Which one
I ain't gonna lie.
think is album of the year?
I ain't gonna lie, that's a strong list, bro. Like, yo, list. when you think about the Grammys and rap album of the year, I can tell you right now, 3 of them albums that we just mentioned are for sure gonna be in that damn category.
It'll be 3.
And it's the last 3 you mentioned, which is Clips, Freddie Gibbs gonna be in that, and I believe Playboi Carti gonna be in that list.
I think so too. And then
I believe
you gotta
that.
find some whatever white rapper did well this year. I'm not throwing them in as 4. There's always at least one white rapper that's going to be in at 4.
That's a fact.
Next topic. I'm going to pitch this to you.
Let's do it.
Next topic is Drake. It's just general. Drake is so great that you can just say, let's talk about Drake, and we'll talk about Drake for 24 hours.
The topic is Drake. Let's get it.
Drake, aside from, hip hop having a very good week, Drake has had a very good week. My God. If you want to say, I said this before in the podcast before, Kendrick Lamar had perhaps one of the greatest hip hop years ever. I think it's the greatest ever. And I know you always get on me for talking in grand ways. I'm like, this is the greatest, this is the best. And most of the time I'm being sarcastic or I'm trolling. But this one, I'm not trolling.
No, that one's no. That one's dead ass. And you're talking about 2024. That is dead ass.
2024.
That year was so good. His 2024 was so amazing. It bled into 2025 because of the Super Bowl, because of the Grammys.
Exactly,
you actually got to give him a year and a half
from the
run.
stuff that he did in
cool.
2024. He had, I think it's probably the greatest year for a rapper. You can argue Drake is having not that quite a year, not like that. But he's trending towards having a fantastic 2025. And it really started with Nokia and Some Sexy Love Songs, really. But then I think it's really upped with some of the stuff he's done in the last 2 to 3 weeks. What has he done in the last 2 to 3 weeks? He had that Iceman episode 1, volume 1, whatever you want to call it, where he premiered What Did I Miss? What Did I Miss? And then after that, he went on tour. I guess he did the Wireless UK tour. And he was getting mad love from people like Giveon. He brought out Central C, Sexy Red. He had a very good 3 days at the Wireless UK tour. Now, just like anything Drake does, he also had some slip-ups. Let's be real. Remember, Drake is the one that said UK rappers were the best ever. Nobody could out-rap a UK rapper. That was something that he said that, was, I thought, a slip-up. And then, he had the guns in the What Did I Miss video just laying around there. People were like, Drake is so tone deaf. He's so tone deaf, guys. Why would you have a guns in the middle of the floor? He's so tone deaf. And then, he got his tattoo of LeBron James. People finally saw that he removed it. So Drake, he's going to have those, though. Whenever Drake comes out or does anything, he's going to have those. But, sir, what do you think of Drake's last 3 weeks?
Yo, listen, you forgot one on that list, a major one on the slip up category. It's that stupid ass lawsuit that he is still engulfed in. Listen, we're not going to skip past that damn lawsuit, okay? And the reason why I won't skip past it is because he sued for defamation. He sued for all these people, yet he's still dissing and he's defaming other people. But it's cool. It's the boy. We give him so many passes, But
I forgot to.
I agree. What's up?
You
got more? Keep adding to the list. Let's go. Come on.
The video. Hey, tough guy. What do you? Say. What did he say? We'll fold you up, tough guy.
He said. Hey, don't look away now. Don't look away now. We'll fold that up right now.
Don't look away now. Don't get shy now. We'll fold that up right now.
And people over here talking about like, where the hell? Oh, the Canadian accent done came out of nowhere again.
Yo, we'll fold that up right now, tough guy. Yo, that one of the most hilarious clips I've seen all year. Behind Kai Cenat saying that he don't know Wale. That was actually hilarious to me. If you see the full clip, it wasn't just that little soundbite. I saw it. His mans was telling them. No, that shit was freaking funny to me. Just funny.
No, the funniest.
He said, man, who that? He said, man, who that?
Wale, what he do? Rap. Oh, word.
Nah, funniest clip is actually Chubbs. T-Pain.
Oh, boy.
He's a great T-Pain. Oh, T-Pain, I got you, T-Pain.
DJ.
Play T-Pain. Hey, I want please
brother.
play T-Pain.
in the words of Neon, brother. Hey, brother. That was hilarious. You're right. That Charles one was freaking hysterical. But no, to your question, yo, man, Drake has been on a run. I can genuinely say Drake has been on a run. You know, a lot of people were down and out on Drake. You know, say whatever you want. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. No matter what people say, no matter who lost the battle, who won the battle, Drake is Drake. We know good and damn well he has the people, he has the fan base. Whatever he drops, people are going to support. But what I love about what Drake is doing the most is, while he's dissing people, and yeah, he got personal issues with folks, and he's including that in his rollout, cool. Let's put that aside. What I love about what he's doing is, he almost seems like he's shutting up and he's making music. He's packaging it in a way where people are going to now receive this whole Iceman movement, you know, in a way that is this comeback project, you know, that everybody's kind of waiting for Drake to get his ish off, right? And what he did on What Did I Miss, bro, I thought was dope. Very, very dope record. Matter of fact, when I first heard the song, I remember we were going back and forth on it. When I first heard the song, I was like, yo, this is catchy. Like, immediately gave him the catchy win. But it wasn't until I kept listening to it 2, 3, 4 times, and I was like, hey, yo, this joint is like special. This is a special song. Like, I will give Drake that special song. So not only did he give us What Did I Miss? Like you said before, he gave us the episode 1 of Iceman. He also dropped episode 2 with this new song. Which one? The new one with Central C. I love what Drake is doing, man. He seems like he and his team went back and they said, yo, how can we put out this new album? What kind of creative stuff can we do? And we're seeing, I think, a dedicated effort from Drake. For the first time in a very long time, Drake has a rollout that, to me, is dope, right? Like, it's a dope rollout. I feel like the last couple of projects before Some Sexy Songs for You, because that was dope too, pretty dope rollout. You want to go back to the CLB, you know, For All the Dog era. These are just like weak, you know, I don't even know what to call those rollouts. It's almost like the music didn't matter, and it's because it seemed like Drake didn't care about this music. But to me, Drake seems like he cares about the music, and I love that. And you can hear it in the music. So shout out to Drake. Listen, I'm not going to slander him too much because we could talk a lot about his beefs and all that other stuff that he has going on. But yo, man, dope for Drake to really, you know, rededicate himself to music. I like what I'm seeing. What about you? How you feel?
You know what? Anytime somebody does this face, you know something bad's, or you know they're about to admit to something. You know what I realized? I had a AAA meeting with myself about this situation. After talking to you, I had a AAA meeting with myself. I talked to you.
Which combo? At the bar?
We had, right? No, I texted you. Remember when What Did I Miss come out? And
I remember that. Yep.
I said, I don't believe you should be bumping this song because you were part of the people when I told you that Drake was done wrong. You are a part of the people that said, oh, he must have did something. Oh, you know, Drake, I don't want to believe he's this victim. And then What Did I Miss came out, and he's calling out people like you and LeBron James, literally asking,
Here we go.
What did I do? Right? Now, I feel like the internet and Twitter and social media is littered with fans these days, right? There's Kendrick fans and Drake fans that I think go overboard sometimes. I'm not even going to name no names, but some people go overboard sometimes with their fandom, right?
Right.
And I said to myself, I'm not that. I've never been that person. I just like music. I just like people. I like Kendrick Lamar's music and I like Drake's music. And then we had that conversation. You called me a Drake stan. And I said, yo, like, I'm not a Drake stan. I just feel like he was done wrong, right? I had a AAA meeting with myself. I'm here to admit I am rooting for Drake. I am openly rooting for Drake.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been waiting for you to just come out and say that.
If somebody told me whose side am I on in this, initially I wasn't too happy. I was not happy with his album with 21 Savage, where he was taking shots at Serena Williams for no reason, taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion for no reason. I was like, Drake needs to get he needs to get some type of consequence for that. You can't just be doing this stuff and then get no consequence. And I felt like, okay, Kendrick Lamar, keep it friendly, a little battle, you better keep it friendly. I thought a little friendly battle, a little friendly shots here and there, but I thought it went too far. There was a 20v1, which I didn't think was fair. I thought this crazy ass stuff, LeBron James, who was his friend. We know this used to be his friend. The stuff LeBron James acting like you don't know him. He's over here rapping not like us, as if the world's about to end. Like, all these people doing all this stuff. I realized, bro, I'm on Drake's side. Let's call it I'm here to announce to you, I am on Drake's side. I like Kendrick Lamar. Don't think this is like anti-Kendrick Lamar or anything. I'm on Drake's side.
I'm proud of you.
I'm on Drake's
I am
side.
proud of you for finally admitting what I have been saying to you. No, it is, because I've been saying it. I even called you glazing. I said you were glazing on the episode. We were talking about Fighting Irish. This is what I was talking about.
That's very highly inappropriate.
Remember I apologized right after. Remember that?
Right.
But it goes to what you just admitted to, because my point then and since has been, I don't think you're either doing this intentionally or you're not, but every one of your points are you're making apologies for Drizzy. You're not even trying to see the other side.
But
that's what I was always saying.
Listen, there's certain things I refuse to even argue with somebody. Anybody who says they see LeBron James' side, I refuse to argue with you. There is no side to LeBron James. There is no justification for what
I can make an argument. I can make an argument.
Listening. All right. All right. Now, Kendrick Lamar.
Let me make the argument. Can I make it? Is that okay? Is it okay?
I'm not listening. How
Devil's
you put
advocate.
Speaker on
okay.
mute?
Oh, geez. Hey, you can just shut the computer down. But no,
that's true.
Okay, I'll be quick.
Okay.
I will openly admit what LeBron is doing looks nasty. It looks disgusting. It looks like this guy is just a terrible friend or whatever you want to call it. I will agree with you on the optics of it all. But to my point, like I keep going back, is what exactly was the nature of their relationship over the years. We know how the shit started. We know they've been boys for a long time, since Drake, like Drake said on What Did I Miss, since Take Care or Headlines. Like he said, gang been down since Headlines. We get it, guys. They know each other from way back then. But you know what I don't like to do with other human beings, especially other men? You don't know the nature of how their relationship developed over the years. We not them. We not in their business. How the hell do you know who did what? We don't know nothing. So I'm leaving space for the fact that maybe some bullshit happened and gave LeBron a realistic justification to say F that dude. Maybe.
But you see, there's things that
I'm just saying maybe. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe, yes. But there's things. Everybody has that, right? Everybody has fake friends. Everybody has been a fake friend to somebody. Like, that's normal, right? But to like publicly humiliate this guy by rapping a song, it's not just a diss record. This is a diss record where he's calling this guy, he's damn near saying he's on the Epstein list. Like it's like, this is not normal. And you're rapping it like it's nothing. But I mean, long story short, to make a long story
I just want to be quick about it. I didn't want to talk about LeBron too much. I just wanted to say that's the other side. But anyway,
hey, look, anytime somebody gives you this too, that means they listen to you, but they didn't care. Yeah.
Hey, F you. I'm gonna start calling you. I'm gonna start calling you a Drakeologist. I'm gonna mix the Drake with the apologist. You're a Drakeologist, okay? That's what you are from now on.
Okay.
Anyway,
my
keep
point
on.
of saying is, I'm loving this. I didn't realize how much I would love it. I know you love it too. I know you love this. I know you do. To see him come back with What Did I Miss, which I think is an excellent, phenomenal song. That's one of the few songs that I care about every single lyric in every single aspect of the song. I care to break it down, right? I'm here for his freaking accents. You guys complain about his accents. He did a UK accent. Other girls come down. Which one? Well, actually, I don't even know what accent that is. I know it's not American.
You see, this guy, yo, he got so many accents. You don't even know which one it is. You just labeling it all incorrect. Yo, that's his South African accent. That's the one from. Excuse me. That's the Turks and Caicos accent. That's what that is.
Seriously, which accent is he using? I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know.
I'm here for the cosigns, man. Have you noticed? You people are just so fake. People can feel the comeback from Drake. He's doing good stuff. His rollout is looking really good. Now you start to see people co-signing. Jason Tatum, or you see him put, oh, look, what did I miss? He makes sure he knows everybody's listening to it. No knock on Jason Tatum, but I'm just saying, I'm starting to see it more. People are, going to bat. People are telling them how much they love him. Where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I needed you? They're all coming back. If it wasn't for Drake, I would be nobody. So it's I don't know, man. I'm
so sick of you people.
Bothered.
I'm so sick of you people.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this.
Yo, you people make me sick.
I am severely bothered by the human behavior of a lot of people concerning Drake. It's troublesome to me. When I'm getting my ass kicked in this beef, I didn't get not a near cosign. Where was the cosigns? Dog, I told you I co-signed, and I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even a Drake stan like that. I said, yo, dog, like Family Matters is the best diss record on that during the whole beef. I said what Drake did on Family Matters, I said it's my song of the year. Where was the cosigns? Then he gets hot, and What Did I Miss comes out, gets #1 on US Apple, gets #2 on Billboard. He's one #1 away from passing Michael Jackson, and now suddenly people want to act like, yo, oh man, this song is the human behavior is nasty. It is absolutely nasty. I don't like this. I'm rooting for Drake. Screw y'all. I'm rooting for Drake. It's not forget Kenny. I love what Kendrick Lamar did. I don't have no problems with Kendrick Lamar, but I'm rooting for Drake. Yes,
like I said, the best.
That's not water, people.
What? Hey, you snitch? Oh, so you a snitch now? Is that? It's like, so you snitching? Okay, I got it. All right, that's who we know. But no, man. Like I said, I'm glad you came out and just said that. Look, I'm glad. I will tell you one thing. For me, I'm rooting for Drake because I never was against him. I was never against Drake. Never against him. I called a spade a spade. I said Kendrick whooped his ass, and he had Drake scrambling on the ropes. Matter of fact, he had him down on the ropes. Drake was tapping out like, bro, this match is over. It was over with. Drake pretty much gave the TKO with Heart Part 6. He said, I don't want to do this no more, guys. Let me know if you want to. Like, come on, that was a terrible way to go out. But we gonna move past that. It's not even that big a deal in 2025. That being said, I have to say this, man. You cannot get mad at the people. I say that. I'm going to say it again. You, who is now an open Drake stan, cannot get mad at the people. You want to know why? Because
but that's okay. Fine.
Okay. Would you like the word apologist? Which one's better for you?
Apologist. I'm okay with apologist.
Okay, I'll use that word. Fine.
I'll be a Drake
I actually think that one's a little worse. But okay, you okay? Whatever. That's fine. Anyway, I'm being respectful. Hey, what do you want me to call? You want me to call you an apologist? I'll call you an apologist. Got it.
That's fine. Drake apologist.
Okay, fair enough. I think you can't get mad at the people. You know why? Because what do you expect from people? Seriously, and I mean people as in the fans. You know why you can't put any trust in the fans? Because they're fickle.
I don't have with the fans.
This is a gladiator sport.
I don't have a
This
problem with the
competition thing is a gladiator sport when it comes to rap. So even the people like Jason Tatum, yeah, whoever's on top, that's who the people are going to cheer for. Like, that's how this shit goes. It don't work any different than that. Whoever is in the lead, the fans are going to be like, yo, we rock with him. As soon as that person gets knocked out, yo, we rock with the other guy. What do you expect from people, huh? You put too much
loyalty. I told you.
No, I expect loyalty from the people. No, I expect loyalty from the people who know the guy personally. Like, if you are Drake's mans, that's who you should expect loyalty from, not the stupid ass fans who will just flip flop with the wind. That's kind of how I look at it. So,
but, I have to kind of expect loyalty if I helped you out. Like to me, Kendrick Lamar, like I said, Kendrick Lamar, I'm fine with. That was supposed to be a friendly battle. It turned out something ugly. I don't have no issue with Kendrick Lamar. A$AP Rocky, I don't have an issue. There's been tension there with A$AP Rocky. I don't have an issue. The Weeknd, there's been tension. I think there's actually hate. There's actually legit hate between The Weeknd and Drake. I've noticed it. It's been simmering for years. I don't have no issues with him throwing shots. It's the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's the other ones. It's like, you know, I'm not going to name no names because I don't feel like being controversial. But, you know, it's the other ones that bother me. I mean, I will name Rick Ross. I didn't like that one. You know, that one. But anyway, I'm happy to see what he's doing, right? I'm happy to see what he's doing. He's making a comeback. And I don't think, you know, he deserved the complete just shunning. And then now people smiling in his face. I really wonder how he feels. Could you imagine being in his shoes where now people are starting to call you and be like, oh yeah, you know, that song's hot. You know, I always thought you were tight. Okay. Like,
but you know, I don't like that though, man. Stop it, man. Nobody, like, you gotta stop it. Like, bro, Drake has problems with personal people, and those are the people he dissing on these songs. It's not the fans, bro. Like, he don't care. Like, man, he knows. I promise you, Drake knows everything that I just said. Fans are fickle. I promise you, Drake has no problem with those people. It's the personal people he knows. So who are you referring to? About? But who are you referring to? No, but who are you referring to that has flip flop? Is there proof of somebody who's flip flop?
Okay, I didn't say flip flop, but like people
who came back around and was hating on him is now back. That's who you're. It sounds like who you're implying.
I didn't say hating per se.
Or switched up, or whatever the case may be.
Quiet. When he was going through all this stuff, they were quiet. Like, Kendrick got mad cosigns during Not Like Us. Mad cosigns. People weren't afraid to be like, yeah, Not Like Us is this, that. He got mad cosigns. When Drake was dropping Family Matters, Odell Beckham maybe cosign. Who else? Who notable person was like, yo, this is fire during this Drake situation, right? And one of the, Travis Scott shared What Did I Miss? Where were you, Travis Scott? Where were you? You know? Hey, where were you?
Ask Pusha T. He was probably somewhere in a studio crying on camera. Like, maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know what the hell he was doing, man. Come on, who knows?
To me, it's
who knows?
I don't want to sound like I'm knocking Travis Scott, or I don't want to sound like I'm knocking these people, but I'm just like, if I'm going through something like that, I would expect you, if you're gonna, that's why I love what Drake said to DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled said, Drake's on my new album. He said, which Drake? Drake or Drake Bell?
I love that.
Right?
I loved it.
No, I because love where that. Were you? No, where were you when I needed you? Right?
No, I stand by that one.
But then you're just like, oh yeah, I'll put you on the album though. Like, no, where were you when I needed you? So, you know, I just think forget like Drake Kendrick. This is a moral thing. And I don't want to regurgitate because we talked about this already. It's a moral.
We don't got to go in circles. Man, we ain't got to go back in circles, if you will. But
Drake,
I get it. But I still
Drake fan, not Stan.
But I still
Drake
feel.
Fan.
I hear you, and I know, and I respect it. You know, I do. I like Drake too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a hater. What the heck? I'm definitely not no hater. I rock with Drake. Mm-hmm. But I keep it a stack. If anything, I'm the one who's objective because I'm like, bro, I can rock with him, but I can also see where he could potentially have put himself in these scenarios. Like, let me ask you something. How long has Drake been rapping about having fake friends and saying that
That's true.
people been doing X, Y, Z to him. How long has he been pondering in his music over the years since day one that he knows that shit is fake? So my thing is this: at what point do you have self accountability for the positions that you put yourself in? Right? Like, for example, you got a tattoo of LeBron James. Why the hell? And I'm not going to get into homeboy business, right? I can see, like, if that was your man's and y'all both have matching tattoos and y'all agreed on it, I can think it's weird. But hey, you put yourself in position to get a tattoo of another man, and when he crossed you in your opinion, now you get a tattoo of another man.
Drake is
like,
known
come on,
to
bro.
have blunders like that, which I agree.
That's weird.
I would never do that.
Weird.
I would never do that. It is weird, but that's
it's weird, bro.
You guys, that's how.
But my point is, the point I'm listen. I'm not. He loves hard. I'm not gonna get into homeboy's personal. I'm not gonna try to condemn his personal relationships too much. If that's his man, that's his man's. I can just simply. What I'm really highlighting is he's a little weird, man, with the way in which he has friends. Like, I've noticed this throughout the music all his career. So I'm not surprised that he is now acting like he's the victim, like he did nothing wrong in these scenarios. No, man, I'm not. I'm gonna call a spade and be like, bro, until I hear more, it's possible that these people had a justification to turn on him. That's it.
Hey.
See? Hey.
I will say this to end it.
Hey.
But go ahead.
I spoke facts just now. But again, you're an apologist, so I don't expect you, the apologist, to understand anything that I'm talking about right now. I get it now.
I will say this, though.
Now I know who I'm talking to.
There's only one person, there's only one person that people hate more than Drake, and that's Jay-Z. I still wonder why people hate Jay-Z so much. Jay-Z is hated by both sides. Both sides hate Jay-Z. All sides hate Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Rock Nation, dog, you can literally crash your car into a tree and blame Rock Nation, and people will listen. I don't get it.
But you know what, though?
I don't get it.
No, but you know what, though? You know who's more hated? Last thing I was like, you know who's more hated than Jay-Z? And I'm not talking about in sheer numbers, because this person I'm mentioning is not on Jay-Z's level popularity-wise. I'm just talking about how literally nobody likes this guy. And I'm talking about Russ. Russ is hated.
Well, no, but
nobody likes Russ.
He puts it on himself.
Listen, call it whatever. I'm just saying nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes him.
A lot of people don't like people, but like Jay-Z, people like Nicki Minaj. We didn't even talk about that. Nicki Minaj is going on freaking rants about. I'm confused.
We all are, man.
Jay-Z, but anyway,
I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. Brother, I don't know. And it doesn't matter. But yeah, man, hey, we reached the end of the episode, man. I thought that was a good discussion, man. I like that. I really like that. And I'm glad you finally revealed. So now when you guys go back and watch all our previous episodes on Drake, go study this guy and how he's been talking. Go study. He's been an apologist the whole time, and I'm the one who had to call it out for him. But it's cool. It's cool.
I talked to myself, and I realized it. Everybody should do that. I realize that there's people that say they like things, and then they don't want to admit that they like it. But then when you do a deep dive, you say, "Yeah, I'm rooting for Drake." I'm rooting
I'm not like that. The people I like, I just come out flat out say I like it. I don't act like I'm too big. I just say, yo, I rock with them. Boom. It's that simple.
I'm rooting for Drake. That's all I have to say.
Salute. My brother, salute. You guys, hope you guys enjoyed the end of the, this whole conversation. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We really, really appreciate y'all. Yo, help us get to 2K subscribers, man. I really want to get to that goal. Hopefully by the end of the year. Shout out to everybody for tapping in, man. Q, we're done, man. And like we always say to the people, if you're giving advice, just make sure that thing is ill.
Yellow diamonds look like pee-pee. Dang, that's crazy.